Hi YouTube, it is Mzblackpearlz. Today is actually December the 14th and I decided to come to you guys because I did something to my hair that I thought you guys needed to be aware of and I wanted to share with you guys. So as a lot of you guys know, I am stretching my Tex-Lax slash relaxer till June of 2014 and I decided, since it's so cold here, it's snowy, that I needed some type of protective style, so I went on the hunt by looking out on YouTube and found Genie Locs or yarn braids. And so instead of going to get somebody to do them, I decided to do them myself because, like I say, I'm on a budget. These really look like dreadlocks, so that's why they're called Genie Locs. And yes, I did them myself for the first time. One thing about Mzblackpearlz, when I decide that I want to do something, I'm going to set my mind to it and I'm going to do it. It's not 100%. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that when I put it in, it's been like this since I put it in. I did this side and I got lazy on this side. And so as time has gone, I've had to probably fix up a couple of braids on this side because they were not as crisp as I would like them. I deep conditioned all of this underneath 2 of the shower caps, and I also still use the same deep conditioner that I told you guys about in the last video, the shea butter mixture with the oils and peppermint and lavender, I believe, or rosemary. I can't remember which one I put in there, but I used that same mix and I just saturated it through the roots of my hair and to the lengths of my hair. So I still do the hot oil treatment with 2 shower caps, and then on top of those shower caps I put 2 of these, like one in the front here and one on the back, so that keeps all of the hair in there. I left that on for about maybe 3 or 4 hours so that my hair could get a nice deep conditioning, and after I was done I got in the shower and I rinsed it out of my hair. And yes, I'm still washing my hair with the generic brand Selsun Blue. All I did was I did the same thing. I diluted the shampoo. You can put it in an applicator bottle or you can put it in an old container as long as you have water. And I just took that and I squeezed it all over into my roots, took my fingers and massaged that shampoo into my scalp really well. Once I felt like my scalp was clean enough, I then took that and just squeezed it to the lengths of my hair and squeezed it through. I didn't do any of this. I just squeezed that through the length of my hair. And I worked in sections. I actually worked in this section and then I went to a second section and then the last section back here I did. So I worked in like sections and then clipped it up. And when I got out, I was worried that it was gonna look, you know, that the yarn would have drooped down and I would have a problem, but it did pretty good. It took me about maybe 14 hours to do my whole head. I would stop and I would just do what I want to do and then I would go back to it. Now, my daughter did the Senegalese twist in her hair and I'm telling you, they are the bomb. It took me a minute to kind of like this because I was digging her style more so than mine. But I actually like this. I'm still trying to get used to this look, and let me turn around for you guys. I actually had my hair up in a couple of styles, and so I'm gonna have to do a video showing you guys the styles that I actually have been wearing with these Genie Locs. And so I get a lot of compliments from people with real dreads, and I thought that was kind of cute. They were like, oh my God, your dreads look so good. And I'm just truthful. I can't just say thank you. I said, actually, these are not real dreads, but thank you, I appreciate that. Honest to God, guys, I've never even knew until maybe a couple of weeks ago that you could actually put yarn in your hair. I don't know where I've been. I don't know why I don't know anything about this, but I did not know that you could use yarn in your hair and get this natural close to our hair texture look. It's all kinds of styles. You can pin it up. I've been doing all kinds of things to my hair, and maintenance is great. I'm gonna be honest with you, when I took a couple down to redo them, my hair underneath is so soft, it is not being neglected. So when I do styles, any type of braids, I worry about my hair becoming dry, guys. My hair is so soft underneath. By the way, when I put my Genie Locs in, I actually use this alone to just kind of moisturize my hair with, and I sealed it with a little olive oil, and then I started to do my Genie Locs. Now, for someone who had never done it, it took me a minute. It felt so natural though when I started doing it, but like I said, it takes practice. In the beginning, when I was putting these in, I did not know that you were not supposed to go, you know, all the way up here. And I did that, and that's something, if you're gonna try any Genie Locs, do not start out by going all the way up to your hair like this, because when you start wrapping the yarn around your hair, it's gonna tighten up. And I was afraid that I was gonna be losing hair around the edges here, because it was so tight, guys. Even here, I'm just being honest, I'm giving you guys all of it. I can't just tell you the good stuff and not tell you the bad. And so for a couple of days, it was so hard for me to even lay down on my hair because I put it in too tight, and I didn't want to go back in and undo it, guys. So I had to endure it for a couple of days. It's a lot more room, and now it's more comfortable for me to actually put my hair up in a ponytail, because for a while I couldn't even put my hair up because it was so tight. In the beginning, I'm gonna be honest, I was like, what did I do? What am I doing? Why did I do this? This is not me. But protective styles, guys, this is a great one. I don't know who on YouTube that I looked at, but she's Tex-Lex, and I just subscribed to her, and she was talking about using the yarn braids. And so from her video, I decided to just look up yarn braid to see what it was, and I found out that you could do a lot of stuff with this. So I don't know if I'm gonna leave this in my hair for 3 months, 4 months, 2 more weeks. I'm just being real with you guys. I'm gonna see how the flow goes. I'm gonna see how my hair reacts. It's very convenient. I don't have to worry about getting up and, oh God, I gotta do my hair. All I have to do is figure out how I'm gonna pin my hair, how am I going to style my hair. It's not a big issue anymore. This yarn, which is actually acrylic yarn, I was told that you do not use the wool. I kind of did a little research before I went and bought this, because the wool will actually mat your hair. This also draws the moisture to your hair and keeps your hair moisturized. So I moisturize daily, guys. What I use is water, yes, Cantu shea butter, and a few oils, you know, essential oils, regular oils. I just set it in here, shake it up, and I spritz my hair. And I'm giving you guys what I've learned. You don't want to just get a cream and put on your hair and think you're gonna just put it on and then go, because if you do that, if I was to just take my fingers and go inside of this Cantu shea and apply it to my hair, it will look a hot mess, because you're gonna have the cream sitting in there and that's not gonna look cute. So you want to dilute it in some type of water, spray your hair down, and what I do is just take my hand and squeeze that through and it disappears. And I guess I should show you. If I spray this down, you guys can see that on my hair, but you know, all I do is just take my hand and squeeze it through the hair. Now I do take my African shea butter. I can do that every now and then, and you can apply it to the tips of the finger and apply it to my new growth if I feel my new growth is needing some assistance. But since it's been up in the braid, to be honest with you guys, I haven't really needed any assistance with, you know, keeping my new growth maintained, because it's up in these Genie Locs. The thing about this is, at my job, guys, I'm around a lot of people who really just, a lot of people who just are really not familiar with black hair or black customs. And You know, people are not used to seeing you with your hair in braids. I don't know what people's opinions are, but just like I always say, be true to who you are. My thing is you just have to make sure that you're taking a mirror, guys, especially if you're doing your own, even if somebody else does it, and make sure that you're taking care of those ends in the back, because we tend to look at the front of our hair and not the back enough, and because of that fact, you can have like loose pieces of yarn sticking out, protruding out. They're already intrigued. They're wondering, how did you do your hair like this, and what is this, and how did you get your hair that way? People have questions, and my thing is, in the beginning, like I said, because it was so tight, I'm gonna have to try that bun, guys. That look kind of cute right there. I'm gonna have to just implement a lot of different styles for you guys, but I'm loving these Genie Locs. When you're putting this in, a lot of people do it differently. A lot of people saturate the yarn first and then put it in their hair. I actually focus on putting it in my hair and then saturating it, because if you don't, you're gonna have these straight, stiff looking Genie Locs with no, see how I had swing now? In the beginning they were kind of stiff and you have to spray them down. I like the fact that my hair is finally up and protected. I'm not taking a comb or a brush, brushing and detangling my hair every day, because my hair coils and I have to detangle it. So in this state, I feel like my hair is going to be okay. Why do I feel like that? Because I took one of these down. I think I've had these in for maybe a week, and my hair was so soft underneath. I could not believe it, all the way up to, you know, the roots here. It was just soft and it was manageable, and it wasn't locked. It wasn't tied in knots. So I was really happy with that. So I felt a little more secure that I could leave this in my hair for a longer period of time. And I like the fact that yarn is an option for protective styling. Oh, and you don't have to just do Genie Locs with this, which looks like dreadlocks. You can do braids, you can do so it's a very good option for protective styling. I never heard of this. I mean, when you're growing up, you hear about the braids, the hair. The hair actually causes me to have my hair to be drier and matte. This, I believe, is going to be fun. This is going to be a good option for me, because it's been cold here, guys. When I say cold, it's been like -9, 10, 15. It's been cold here. Overall, I'm liking my hair. I didn't like it in the beginning, but I'm liking it. So I wanted to share that with you guys. It's coming up to the holidays. The holidays are fastly approaching, so Christmas is coming. I don't know what any of you guys' beliefs are, but mine is Jesus is the reason for the season. He is. That's just what Christmas is about. However you celebrate your Christmas or whatever your meaning is, hopefully you'll have a very happy Merry Christmas, but I'm going to have a mighty Christmas. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for looking at my channels and checking out my videos. Hopefully you guys have a great holiday. This is Mzblackpearlz. See you guys another time.